I flipped through the stack of company files on my desk, double-checking the latest quarterly report for our family fashion business. That's when I spotted the discrepancy in the ownership documents. My sister had always been the golden child, getting all the praise and perks while I handled the grunt work as assistant designer. But this was outright fraud. I pulled out my ID from my wallet to compare signatures. Sloan Smith, 32 years old, right there on the card. The will addendum looked off like someone had forged my grandfather's signature to transfer full control to my sister. It hit me hard. She'd cut me out entirely, claiming the whole Portland-based company as her own after his passing last year. I confronted her over the phone immediately. "What is this crap?" I snapped. She paused, then laughed it off. "Just business, Sloan. You wouldn't understand." The more I dug, the clearer it became. Emails showed she'd manipulated the board to approve changes, hiding assets to avoid sharing. My parents knew too. They'd always favored her, giving her fancy trips while I scraped by on entry-level pay. This betrayal stung deep, especially after I'd poured years into designing sustainable lines that kept the business afloat. I couldn't let it slide. I scheduled a meeting with the admin to pull archived records confirming the forgery. My husband tried to calm me, but I was furious. "They think I'm just the backup kid," I told him. "No more. If you've dealt with family backstabbing like this, subscribe for more stories and drop your experiences in the comments below." I met with the admin the next day at the office, pulling up the archived logs on her computer. She confirmed the changes were made under my sister's login, but the timestamps didn't match any board meeting. I thanked her and left, heading straight to a law firm downtown. That's where I first spoke with Hunter Ortiz, a sharp attorney specializing in estate fraud. He reviewed the documents I brought and nodded. "This looks like clear forgery," he said. "We'll need to subpoena the full audit trail." Hunter suggested starting with a private investigator to trace any hidden transactions. I agreed, signing the retainer on the spot. While waiting for his team to dig, I confided in Sofia Gonzalez, my colleague from the design team. She'd seen how my sister always got the prime projects. "Girl, that's messed up," Sophia said over coffee. "Your folks let her run wild." I nodded, recalling how my parents gifted her a luxury handbag for a minor win, while I got nothing for landing our biggest client. The investigator's report came back fast. My sister had funneled company funds into a personal account, dodging taxes on undeclared income. Twist hit when we found emails linking her to a shady investor, hinting at kickbacks to approve the will changes. Hunter called it solid grounds for a civil suit. "We can freeze assets," he explained. I felt the momentum build, no turning back. Sophia offered to pull internal memos as backup, risking her job but insisting. "Family shouldn't screw family," she said flatly. I appreciated it, especially after my husband texted support. "Do what you gotta," he wrote. My parents called that evening, demanding I drop it. "Your sister's just protecting the business," my mother insisted. I hung up, focusing on the plan. Hunter outlined the next steps file for an injunction to halt any sales. The tax evasion angle added leverage, potentially triggering an IRS probe. I reviewed the evidence late into the night, spotting more discrepancies in vendor payments. This wasn't just betrayal, it was calculated theft from our grandfather's legacy. The discrepancies in those vendor payments led me straight to planning the confrontation at my parents' birthday dinner that weekend. Hunter advised holding off on filing until after, but I couldn't wait. The family gathering was the perfect spot to lay it all out. Sophia texted me encouragement. "Hit them with facts," she said. I printed key emails and bank statements, stuffing them into a folder. My husband drove us over, gripping the wheel tight. "You sure about this?" he asked. I nodded, ready to expose everything. At the table, my sister dominated the conversation as usual, bragging about new deals for the company. My father nodded along, praising her vision, while my mother passed the appetizers with a smile. I waited until the main course, then pulled out the folder. "We need to talk about the will," I said flatly. My sister froze mid-bite. "What are you on about now?" she snapped. I slid the forged addendum across. This signature isn't Grandpa's, it's yours. Gasps erupted, but my parents jumped in. Sloan, don't ruin the night, my mother hissed. My father added, your sister's handling things fine. The argument escalated fast when I revealed the funneled funds. You've been siphoning thousands into your account, I accused. My sister slammed her fork down. That's bullshit, you're jealous. But I had proof flipping to the tax evasion logs. Twist came when I showed an email chain proving she'd bribed the investor with company perks to back her claim. This is fraud, I said. My father turned red. Enough, she's family. My mother pleaded. We trusted her to lead. I countered. You trusted her over me every time. Shouts filled the room as my sister denied it, all calling me a liar. My husband tried mediating, but it backfired. Let's hear her out, he suggested. My sister shot back. Stay out of it, this is between us. I pressed on, detailing how the kickbacks violated state laws, potentially triggering fines. Hunter had prepped me on Oregon statutes for estate disputes. My parents demanded I destroy the evidence. For the family's sake, my father barked. I refused, standing up. The IRS will decide. My sister lunged for the folder, but I yanked it away. Touch it, and I'll add assault to the charges, I warned. The dinner ended in chaos, everyone yelling accusations. Calls flooded my phone afterward, my mother begging for peace, my father threatening to cut ties. I ignored them, emailing Hunter the blow by blow. We have witnesses now, he replied. Sophia called too. That took guts, she said. I briefed her on the bribery angle, strengthening our case. My husband suggested a break, but I dove into cross-referencing more records, uncovering hidden offshore transfers. This twist sealed it. My sister had stashed assets abroad, dodging U.S. taxes entirely. The offshore transfers prompted me to contact the IRS hotline anonymously the next morning, reporting potential evasion under federal guidelines. Hunter praised the move when I updated him via secure email. That ramps up pressure, he said. Sophia swung by my home office with flash drives of duplicated server data she'd snuck out. Use this wisely, she warned. I sifted through it immediately, linking the hidden accounts to lavish expenses my sister claimed as business costs. My husband cooked a quick lunch, urging caution. They'll come at you harder now, he said. I shrugged it off, filing preliminary paperwork for my own sustainable fashion startup online through Oregon's business registry. Midweek brought a barrage of texts from my father accusing me of sabotage. Stop this nonsense or you're out of the will, he messaged. I screenshotted everything for Hunter's records. My mother followed up with a voicemail, her voice shaky. Why drag us through this? Your sister needs support. I played it for Sophia over speaker. Classic guilt trip, she scoffed. Twist unfolded when the investigator uncovered photos of my sister with the investor at private events, funded by company cards, clear conflict of interest under corporate laws. This adds embezzlement, Hunter confirmed in our call. I directed him to include it in the lawsuit draft. Preparation intensified as I registered trademarks for my new brand sourcing suppliers independently. My sister called directly that evening, her tone venomous. You'll regret crossing me, she threatened. I recorded it legally, citing Oregon's one-party consent rule. Bring it, I replied coolly. My parents piled on via group chat, demanding a meeting. We're a family, act like it, my father typed. I blocked the thread, focusing on Hunter's strategy session. He outlined a countersuit for damages, emphasizing fiduciary breach. Sophia reviewed mock filings with me, spotting gaps in their defense. The twist deepened, and emails revealed my sister had used family trust funds to buy gifts for her affair partner, violating probate codes. This ties your parents in, Hunter noted. I forwarded it to him for affidavits. My husband helped organize evidence binders, his support steady. You're building something real here, he said. I contacted a CPA for startup taxes, ensuring clean books from day one. Sophia introduced a contact for eco-fabric deals, accelerating my launch. Calls from relatives escalated, but I routed them to voicemail, transcribing for the case. Final tweaks to the injunction papers came together fast, with Hunter filing electronically through the court system. I launched my website, quietly listing initial products. My mother tried one last plea via email. "Think of the legacy," she wrote. I deleted it, prepping deposition questions instead. The investor's involvement as a witness added leverage per Hunter's subpoena plan. Sophia celebrated with takeout. "Their toast," she grinned. My husband nodded agreement. With everything locked in, I scheduled the service of papers for the following week. The service of papers hit the following week like a bombshell, with a process server delivering them to my sister's office under Oregon civil procedure rules. She exploded in a ranting voicemail. "You bitch, this ends now," she screamed. I saved it for Hunter, who incorporated it into our evidence log. Sophia high-fived me over video chat. "That's gold for intimidation claims," she said. My husband monitored news alerts for any company fallout. "Stock's dipping already," he noted. I pushed forward by deposing the investor remotely, his lawyer confirming the affair under oath, admissible per federal rules. My parents bombarded me with emails labeling me the destroyer. "You've gone too far," my father wrote. I archived them without reply, prepping cross-examinations. Court hearings kicked off mid-month in Portland's Circuit Court, with Hunter presenting the embezzlement timeline first. My sister took the stand, denying everything smugly. "It's all a misunderstanding," she claimed. I watched as Sophia testified next, handing over server logs showing altered timestamps. "These prove manipulation," she stated firmly. Twists surfaced in the judge allowed a surprise exhibit: bank records linking my parents to co-signed loans for my sister's personal ventures hidden from estate taxes. "You knew about the offshore stuff?" I demanded during recess. My mother avoided eye contact. "We were helping her," she muttered. My father grumbled, "Stay quiet, Sloan." The revelation cranked up the stakes, exposing their complicity under IRS scrutiny. Drama peaked as my sister broke under questioning, admitting partial kickbacks, but blaming the investor. "He pushed me into it," she whined. Hunter dismantled her with emails. "This shows intent," he argued. My husband sat in the gallery, texting updates to our allies. "They're crumbling," he messaged. I countered her lies on redirect. "You stole from Grandpa's trust," I said sharply. She shot back. "You were always second best." The judge admonished her for outbursts, ordering a recess. Outside, my parents cornered me. "Drop this for peace," my mother begged. I shook my head. "Peace. After you enabled her." Sophia pulled me away. "Don't engage," she advised. Back in session, the twist escalated with forensic accounting reports confirming over $50,000 in misappropriated funds tied to family vacations my parents claimed as deductions. "This violates multiple codes," Hunter declared. My sister paled, her lawyer scrambling for objections. I provided affidavits from former employees detailing pressured sign-offs. "They threatened jobs." One read. My father interrupted from the audience. "Lies, all lies," the bailiff warned him. My mother whispered urgently to him, but I caught fragments. "We can't let this out," she said. I signaled Hunter to press harder, introducing wire transfer logs as exhibits. Closing arguments wrapped in tense, with Hunter demanding full restitution and company dissolution. My sister's team pleaded mitigation, but the judge scheduled rulings soon. Post-hearing, my parents ambushed us in the hall. "You're tearing us apart," my father yelled. I stood firm. "You did that yourselves." My sister joined, hurling insults. "Enjoy your little win, it's temporary." Sophia blocked her path. "Back off," she snapped. My husband escorted me out. "We nailed it," he said. I nodded, already planning asset bids if we prevailed. The judge's ruling came down 2 weeks later, granting full restitution and ordering the company's immediate dissolution under Oregon business dissolution statutes. Hunter called first thing. "We won big, over 100,000 in damages awarded," he announced. Sophia cheered in a group text. "Justice served?" My husband hugged me tight. "Your startup's clear to soar now." I wasted no time submitting a sealed bid through a proxy for the liquidated assets at auction. My sister fired off a furious email chain. "You'll pay for this humiliation," she ranted. I forwarded it straight to Hunter for a restraining order filing. My parents joined her barrage, my father demanding repayment for supposed loans. "We raised you better," he texted. I compiled their messages as exhibits strengthening post-trial motions. Auction day arrived with the court-appointed receiver overseeing bids per probate rules. I outbid competitors anonymously, securing trademarks and inventory for pennies on the dollar. Twist emerged in the final audit. My parents had diverted inheritance portions to cover my sister's legal fees, breaching fiduciary duties further. "This opens another claim," Hunter advised over lunch. Sophia scanned the report. They played favorites to the end. My husband suggested celebrating, but I focused on integrating assets into my brand. Calls from extended family poured in, siding with my parents. "Blood's thicker," an aunt said. I blocked them all, prioritizing supplier contracts. My mother left a desperate message. "Come talk, we can fix this." I deleted it, drafting no contact letters instead. Integration moved swiftly as I rebranded the acquired lines under my sustainable focus, launching pop-up sales in Portland. My sister's public meltdown hit social media, accusing me of theft. "She's ruining our name," she posted. Hunter slapped her with a defamation cease and desist. My father tried ambushing me at a vendor meetup. "Sign over half or we're done," he growled. I called security, citing harassment laws. "We're already done," I replied evenly. My mother tagged along, pleading, "Think of holidays." I walked away, sealing the cutoff. Sophia helped monitor online backlash. "Ignore the noise," she said. My husband backed me up. New chapter starts now. The cutoff formalized when I filed for a permanent injunction against contact supported by documented threats under state protection orders. My parents contested it weekly in court. "She's our daughter," my mother argued. The judge denied them, citing patterns of enablement. Twist intensified with leaked documents showing my sister had forged parental signatures on those diverted funds, implicating them in fraud rings. "Prosecutors might pursue," Hunter warned. I declined to press criminal charges, opting for civil closure. My sister vanished from industry events, her reputation tanked. I expanded my startup with fresh hires, turning profits within months. Extended relatives distanced themselves after the ruling. "No more drama," my husband quipped. With the win locked in, I hosted a low-key launch party for my team, toasting independence. Sophia raised a glass. "To building better." Hunter sent congrats via email. "Case closed." My husband whispered support. "Proud of you." I ignored a final envelope from my parents containing old photos, likely a guilt ploy. I shredded it unopened, focusing on scaling operations. The family ties severed completely, no regrets. Business boomed as competitors sought partnerships. "Your lines are hot," a buyer said. I signed deals left and right, cementing my victory. The signed deals propelled my startup into rapid growth, with orders flooding in from national retailers under fair trade agreements. Hunter wrapped up loose ends by settling the damages payout through escrow, ensuring I received every cent owed. Sophia pitched in on marketing campaigns. "Let's go viral," she urged. My husband handled logistics, optimizing our warehouse setup. "This is exploding," he said. A last-ditch letter from my sister arrived via certified mail, begging for a share. "We can partner," she wrote desperately. I returned it unopened, citing the injunction. My father attempted a drive-by visit at my office, pounding on the door. "Open up, we're blood," he shouted. Security escorted him out per protocol. My mother texted from a new number. Forgive us. I reported it as violation, extending the order statewide. Growth hit new highs as I secured venture funding from ethical investors expanding to online platforms. Twist dropped in a public filing. My sister filed a frivolous appeal claiming undue influence, but the court dismissed it swiftly under res judicata principles. Waste of time. Hunter laughed in his update call. Sophia shared screenshots of her crumbling social presence. She's ghosted everyone. My husband celebrated by booking a team retreat. You earned this. Relatives kept probing through mutual contacts, fishing for reconciliation. Your parents miss you? A cousin messaged. I cut those ties to updating privacy settings. My mother tried one more email alias. Holiday without you hurts. I flagged it for harassment, solidifying the barrier. The appeal's failure tanked any remaining family leverage, with prosecutors opting for probation deals on the tax side. I monitored it through public records, declining involvement. My startup launched a flagship store downtown, drawing crowds. Sold out in hours, Sophia reported. Hunter closed the file officially. You're free. My husband proposed toasting at dinner. To independence. Extended kin faded away after failed mediations. My sister surfaced in a tabloid interview bad-mouthing me. She's ruthless. I countered with a press release on ethical business, boosting my brand further. My father left a voicemail from jail payphone after a minor charge. Help us out. I erased it, focusing on scaling internationally. International deals sealed my dominance, with exports hitting Europe under strict compliance. Twist climaxed in leaked audio from my sister's old meetings, revealing she badgered my parents into silence payoffs, now facing accessory probes. They caved every time, the transcript read. Sophia analyzed it for laughs. Karma's real. My husband nodded. End the line. I donated a portion of profits to fraud prevention nonprofits, turning the mess positive. Cousins distanced permanently after the audio went viral. My mother posted anonymously online, whining about loss. Family first. I ignored it, celebrating record sales. My father tried suing for emotional distress, but it got tossed for lack of merit. In the end, greed destroys trust. My family proved that by choosing favoritism over fairness. If you're facing similar betrayals, stand firm and seek legal help early. It saves everything. Thanks for following this journey. Your support means the world. Hit subscribe, like, and comment your own stories below. Let's build a community that values integrity.